Well, hello everybody. It's Brother Todd with your Victory Minute, and I hope you guys and gals out there are all having a great day. Want to apologize for not being able to put many of these minutes out this week. It's been just a little bit hectic, but I wanted to make sure and get you one out this weekend because I want to make sure you're invited to be with us in service this coming Sunday, because during this service we're going to take the Lord's Supper together. Usually we do it more on a more scheduled type thing, but at the end of last service we were talking about the cross and what Christ did for us, and I just spouted off and said, you know what, why don't we take the Lord's Supper this weekend? And it really wasn't long after that a verse of passage, frankly, if you've heard me preach, you've probably heard me preach on this sooner or later, Hebrews chapter 12, verse 2, where it says, looking unto Jesus, the author and finisher of our faith. And what I want you to be thinking about this weekend is who for the joy set before him. And it doesn't mean endured the cross. For the joy set before him endured the cross. It didn't mean that the cross was the joy, okay, because it obviously wasn't. But what he received out of his sufferings, the souls of men and women, boys and girls, the salvation of our souls to God is a joy. You know, before there was ever a creation, the Bible says that he was the lamb, the sacrifice slain before the foundation of the world. And he knew if he created us, he'd have to save us. When he created us like him and gave us choice, well, I think all of us know what we can do with choices sometimes. We just don't always make the best one. And Christ knew that, and he was willing to ultimately go to a cross and humble himself and become not only just a man, but humble himself and become obedient all the way to the cross for a joy, because that's what you are to him. And I know right now, as you hear this, some of you might think, I am so far from being a joy to God. You're more of a joy to him than you know. He created you so you could be with him. He seeks to redeem us so that we can be with him. And that's a joy to the Lord. And let's come together this weekend and celebrate it. Now, I know a lot of you you can't get here to the campus. Some of you, you're on the other side of the planet, okay? Of course, that makes obvious sense that you can't get here. But some of you, even close to us, you're on a bed, you're in a hospital, you're in a nursing home, you're shut in there where you're at. You've got to avoid this Omicron right now. Hey, I understand that. But what I want you to do is to make plans for taking the Lord's Supper with us. You say, preacher, I don't even know what that is. Well, it's for believers, and it's a picture of Christ's body that was broken for us and his blood that was shed for us, that he says became the new covenant. It's what purchased the new covenant, okay? So what you need to do is get you some bread, crackers, something, and get you something to drink, you know, some kind of juice, wine, whatever. I don't really even care. Just get you something that you can take the supper with us, and then just have it ready. And then when we go through the service together, there'll come a time where we all do it together there. So wherever you are, if you're on the other side of the world, hey, just find your world clock on the internet somewhere and find out what time it is where you're at when it's 10 o'clock Sunday morning, Central Standard Time here in the States, because we're right here in the middle of the country. So that's the time zone that we're on. And so whenever that is, just make plans to do it together with us. There's a great many of you watch us in the Philippines and in India. A lot of you guys in Mexico, we're on the same time zone anyway. But just wherever it is, figure it out and set up and be a part of that service with us. Go to victorychurch.ch and you can find us. Of course, you can find us Facebook Live and all that kind of stuff too. But I just want you to be ready for it, okay? So, and not just be ready, but invite somebody. Invite somebody to come. Sometimes when we get to thinking about what Christ did for us, it awakens our spirit, and it awakens a thankfulness in us. And boy, an attitude of gratitude will carry you so far in life. Well, anyway, I hope you can be a part. Looking forward to it. I'm going to hit this little button over here that says turn off, and I'm going to get back to studying a little bit how you and I are the joy of Christ. Love you. Hope you have a great weekend. Be safe. And see you at 10 o'clock our time on Sunday. Bye-bye.